Tunisie, du Maroc.
Okay, we're going to start. So, hi everyone.
Hi.
It's the 7th workshop of the day of our first festival, Ajcm Day. And here it's Sarah from Surfrider. And we will talking about the plugging challenge, our plugging challenge, which take place in many countries, many Mediterranean countries. So, for example, yesterday it was in Egypt. So that's why we will interview Mana and Clara from les Têtes de l'Art in France. Donc, je vais laisser maintenant Sarah interviewer Clara et Mana. Et merci à tous pour votre participation aujourd'hui.
Ok, bonjour tout le monde. Merci pour votre participation à ce blogging. On va commencer à discuter un petit peu de comment ça s'est passé pour vous. So hello everyone, thank you to participate to the blogging, and we will discuss a little bit on how ça s'est passé. It's happened. So maybe Clara and Mana, you can say to us how many people participate to your blogging and where did you organize it? Je ne sais pas si je dois le faire en français, Clara, c'est bon. Ah, donc Clara, tu veux parler? Et on n'a pas ton micro.
Merci, elle peut parler normalement. Normalement, Clara, tu peux parler.
Tu autorises là même.
Alors.
C'est bon, super. Salut, du coup, hier, on a participé au Plugging Challenge et on était 7 et on a fait le trajet depuis notre association jusqu'au MUSEM, le musée de Marseille. Et voilà, on a récolté 4 bons gros sacs.
Ok, vous savez le poids de ce que vous avez récolté ou pas? Non, pas du tout.
On a expliqué, mais je ne sais même pas à combien. Peut-être que Delphine derrière peut m'aider, je ne sais pas. Je peux pas.
On avait estimé, Marcel, viens là. On avait estimé à 10 kilos, c'est ça? 10 kilos en tout, les 4 gros sacs, ouais. Parce qu'on avait pas mal de bouteilles en plastique, on avait pas mal de choses qui occupaient quand même du volume, mais qui ne pesaient pas autant que ça.
Ok, voilà. Maybe Mana, you can talk about your plugging and pareil, non?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I'll try to remember your questions. So yesterday we did the plugging in the north coast in Alexandria, like very close to Alexandria, because in Alexandria the beaches are close. So we decided to make it in a remote beach, which is still visited by the people. So we were 15 participants. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we were 15 participants, and we made an area of like, if you calculate by area, we didn't make a straight line, but we made it like an area of 200 meters in 50 meters. So if you calculate, it's around 10 kilometers. And how many? Yeah, I think most of the litter we collected, they were plastic only. Like different types of plastic coming from all over the world, Mediterranean almost. Like we got trash with Greek writing from Italy, from Austria by some way, and we are sure that these are not imported products in Egypt, because normally when we import products, we find Arabic writing, right? But those one were like having their labels in their local language. Happily nothing from France. Yeah, and where else? And from Netherlands, a lot of litter we collected were from the ship's trash, rescuing equipment, helmets, droplets of oil, like very stagnant as stones. Like in the beginning, we thought that this is stones, but then we found out that you just can break it. It's drops of petrol. What else? And different weird items. Like one of the very interesting items we found yesterday was a plastic barrel. It was almost melted. And I think this is because of the effect of the sun, like it stayed in the sea for so long. And some tablets, like different items, and we ended up collecting around 100 kilograms of trash.
It's huge.
one or 1.5 hours only.
Okay, it's really huge. So, Clara, you didn't say what you found during your blogging.
Yes. We found like shoes, like baby shoe one. And it's kind of weird, but I think that there is a lot of things that we find in one, and as the in the normal way, you've got two things, and when people lose one, they just let it on the street like it was normal. And we found things about the car, like on the road, or no, not the road, on the wheels, the things for the wheels, and we found a lot of Capri Sun. It's like to drink for babies. And that's all. And a lot of normal, not normal, but usual, like bottles.
Okay, a lot of plastic for Mana and for Clara. So, and what do you feel about all of it? What's your feeling about this and all the marine litter you found?
It's disappointing. It's like you're happy to find things and to keep to be here because it's something that is useful. But when you see that there is so many things, you have to do it more. And I was like, okay, I have to go in an association for that. I have to do it most of the time. I have to do it on my own. I don't know, but more. And there is so many things in the nature that, yeah, I feel more responsible now.
Okay, and Mana, what's your feeling?
I feel like plastic is traveling easier than humans. And it was actually a different experience for us this time, having a cleanup, giving like the social distance. The blocking challenge actually was very interesting. And yeah, like every time we have a cleanup, we find very different items that we are surprised why are these things are there on the beach. Like we are sure that we are not used by or it's not logic that this is used by the beach visitors. So there is no explanation except that plastic travels.
Okay, and l'écran est partagé là. We share pictures of your plugging, and there is a litter. I don't know what is it. You know?
Yeah, this is the plastic barrel I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Almost melted because of the effect of the sun, and I think it's not fire, because if it was fire, it should have been black. But I think it's just the sun.
Yeah, maybe we can put another picture and add some comments. Yeah, yeah, and this one.
It's a tea sachet, I guess, and when we tried to check it, the language was Brazilian, okay. And we are sure we don't have these brands in Egypt, so I'm sure also maybe it's one of the ships who were passing by the Mediterranean. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Let's find another one. It's interesting. Maybe this one.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, this one actually. Every time we have a cleanup in that spot, we find a lot of products from Turkey. So if you find this this brand, it's a Turkish brand when you try to search. And also this yogurt, the yogurt also is melted, the plastic cup and the cap. Yeah, like I think I remember that I read in one of the researches that Turkey and Egypt, unfortunately, are the most polluting countries on the Mediterranean shore. So maybe this makes sense now why you are finding a lot of trash from there.
Okay, so thank you for this all these pictures and all your action. And my question is, do you think we have some solution to reduce this marine litter?
I think that the first solution is to talk about it, to inform young people that it's not normal, because we're just educated like with a lot of principles which are not the best, and we don't know at the beginning what is good for Earth or for our safety, our I don't have the word. And I think, yeah, that we have to talk about it and to inform.
Yes.
Before to do action and to take part of some things like the plugin.
Yes, you want to inform, I think, children and all the citizens, but on what the message?
On the impact, on the what it does to nature. What's the effect? Yeah.
Yeah. Mana, do you think we have to?
I actually totally agree with Clara that the more we talk about it, this is the most influential tool how we can stop it. So basically the marine litter is having two sources, either from the ships or from the beach visitors. Maybe to control the waste from the ships is not the easiest thing because you're not sure who exactly is doing that. But at least like within the beach visitors, when even if you don't talk to them enough, but then when they see a lot of youth spending their holidays cleaning the beaches, maybe next time they will start to pollute or throw their trash on the beach, they will reconsider that maybe this is not the best thing.
Okay, and to complete, there is a third source of marine litter, and it's the earth and all the cities, because trash can go on the sea by the rivers, and it's the most important source of pollution of the sea. It's the rivers and all the trash is from the inside of the land. So we have to talk about it, about the origins of the pollution also. So we have to talk about the origin, the impact, and I think about the solutions. So what can we do every day to reduce all of it?
Recycle.
I didn't hear.
Recycle. And be careful of what we buy. Don't buy anything without knowing that it's, I don't know how to say it, but just buy with the conscious, not just with the what we want.
Yeah. You talk about the recycle, but before it, what can we do?
I think to reduce, like to, again, as Color said, we have to talk about it and to make everyone know that the first option is to reduce and to be responsible in your consumption pattern. Use only what you need. You have to think if I really need to buy this item, or I'm just gonna throw it in a couple of minutes after I use it or not. and then reusing it again, like basically the three pillars: reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yeah.
With that arrangement in particular, and to again, and like I'll keep saying the same, to keep people being more aware and conscious, because I think as per like the feedback we get after our workshops, that just people are not aware of the information, like, but once they get to know, they start to really consider reducing their plastic consumption.
Okay, and do you have some tips to do that? Maybe you found a lot of plastic bottles.
Mm-hmm.
How can we reduce it?
Stop to buy it. Use like how do you say in English? Verre.
Glace.
Glace, yeah.
Mais, et par contre, je sais pas comment on dit gourde en anglais.
We're finding our words, but it's really hard.
Yeah, I think, Clara, you mean living zero waste, like having very less waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we search for a word, you know, some reusable bottles.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
For sport.
Reusable bottles, that's right, I think.
It's in English, I don't know. So, okay, so use the reusable bottles and glasses and some. Okay, gourde. So in English it's gourde. Mm-hmm. Also, and maybe you have some other stuff you can use.
I think I would also add the reusable shopping bags, like cloth bags.
Yeah.
And as you said, the plastic bottles, like not the single-use one. Like, see, the problem is with the single-use plastic.
Yes, the problem is single-use.
Everything else. So reusable shopping bags, reusable bottles, reusable cutlery.
Yeah. All of it. Okay. So I don't know if you have some question about your what you find, or the marine litters, or all of it. No?
Nothing much, but I would talk like about our experience yesterday, that like most of the participants from our group, they are either fresh graduates or students, and it's very inspiring to find that this youth or people like them they chose to go and collect the marine litter in their holidays. Rather than they would have stayed with their family or their friends, but they choose the environment basically to keep the beach clean, because they really appreciate nature. And I think this is a very interesting experience. I wish that everyone would have the chance to go through.
And did they knew each other before? They are friends?
Not all of them, no.
Oh, okay, yes, it's really cool. So, moi j'ai fait le tour des questions. Je ne sais pas si vous en avez.
Moi j'ai une question. Il y a beaucoup de pays, comme par exemple en Turquie, où il n'y a pas accès à l'eau potable.
Mm-hmm.
Du coup, comment est-ce qu'on peut se passer des bouteilles plastiques dans les pays où il n'y a pas forcément l'eau potable? Parce que c'est une vraie question. Genre, il y a beaucoup de... Yeah, my question was, in many countries, like in Turkey, for example, we cannot drink the water as we can do it in France, for example. So we need some plastic bottles to drink water in street, and there is much more plastic bottle in Turkey, for example, or I don't know, or in Morocco as in France. So my question is, how can we deal with that?
Okay, it's a big question. It's a trap. Okay.
No.
Yeah, but actually it's interesting because it's practical, because also this is the same in Egypt. We don't have very good water quality, so it's not very safe to drink from the tap water. So you either get a filter, so you get filtered water, or you buy mineral water but in gallons. So we have Nestle is having this interesting model. They're making water gallons, and they are refilled. So someone comes to your home and they refill it to you. or they exchange it with another one which is full. So it's having zero waste, zero plastic waste basically, because you reuse the water gallons. So I think they're both
clever.
So you have your answer.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people on our page, they ask about the same. They really want to reduce their plastic, but what is the alternative?
Yeah, but the problem is the offer of the society, because even if you want to reduce your plastic consumption, you cannot maybe have the choice. I mean, if you don't have the big bottle of 8 liters to reduce your plastic consumption, you are forced to buy many little bottles. So
I agree. I think the tourism sector, for example, here is still having no solution for that, because you're not expecting to find water dispensers in hotels to have clean source of water. So you have to buy if you're traveling, for example, or you're not staying at home, basically. But at least there are people trying to reduce. As we said, we cannot stop, but we can try to reduce.
Yes.
I've got a question for Mana. How is it in your country about the education for children? How do they are they aware about the saving Earth, or I don't know?
Yes. So basically, there are two types of education: the international school one, and this kind of children, they are very aware because their curriculums is very well integrated with the global context. So they really know about the environment, about the plastic problem. However, still the public schooling now they are introducing environmental contexts in their science curriculum, and they are getting to know more about it. And this has been actually since I was in school. Like, it's not very new, but the gap was it wasn't really practical. Like, so when we know about the climate change without knowing the solution, or about the plastic without knowing the solution, then it's just like useless. But now there are some like small activities, or I see some potential things that it's getting into action more, and children have to make researches about those topics, like as part of their curriculum. So in the public schooling, they're starting, like, more or less.
And do you have some structure like association that work on the raise awareness of children or citizens about all of it?
I think a lot of civil society organizations like us, for example, in Banlastic, and many other people working in the same field, not only in plastic, but in different environmental topics. Yeah. And we are mainly targeting youth, to work with youth who like, especially those also who want to start an environmental initiative, but they don't know from where they should start. So so yes, I think, and it's all over Egypt, not only in Cairo or in Alexandria. It's starting to spread more. Like, when we started Banlastic in 2018, there was no one working on plastic in particular, and very few in the environment, and everyone thought, okay, that's crazy. Like, plastic is not going to be banned in Egypt. But now we have 2 cities in which plastic are banned, and a lot of people are starting to like work or to be more aware of the environmental crisis we're having in the country, and I think all over the world. So it's quite optimistic, I guess.
You said that in 2 cities, plastics are banned?
Yes.
All plastic?
All single-use plastic.
Okay, it's really cool. Okay, great. I think.
And I have a last question for you, Mana. Do you think that this kind of cooperation project, I mean Mediterranean project, can be successful to reduce the Mediterranean pollution by plastic or other waste?
I believe yes, because as we said in the very first beginning, not only one country is responsible for the plastic, because it just travels. Whatever consumed in the other side of the Mediterranean can reach Egypt and vice versa. So we are all responsible for that, and I think this network is responsible. It's encouraging more youth to be engaged in the problem of the environment and on the environmental awareness. So without all of us collectively being aware and taking actions in our own countries, there's nothing that could really change. Because I mean, and this is not only in the Mediterranean, but I mean all over the world, that the environment is very interconnected. The environment does not know borders, that this is the border of that country, so I'm not going, to cross. So, so I think also when we talk about these topics with all the, like, for example, in our context in the Mediterranean youth or the Mediterranean people, it could really make a change, and it could really also encourage policymakers to take steps.
Yes, and to work together.
Yes, exactly.
And I think your blogging is really well illustrating that there is no border in the Mediterranean Sea, because you found a lot of marine litter from Turkey and also Italy, you said, yes. I think, and other countries. So really, there is no border. Okay. I think.
Mom, if you don't have more questions, maybe we can finish our first day of festival. And by the way, thank you so much, Mana and Clara.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the effort you're putting in the festival. I'm sure it's great work.
And all the team say goodbye.
No, it's just because it's the last session of the day before the concert, and we would like to share with all of you that we've made how many kilometers?
625.
This is the weight?
140.
103 kilometers and
625.
I can share the screen
and
of
600 and 564 kilometers. Kilo. I can't.
Wow.
It's easier like that.
Yeah, thank you, Simon. So
congratulations.
So it just starts, and I'm pretty sure that tomorrow morning we are going to have a big surprise too. The country that just participated are Greece from now, Egypt, France, Spain, Algeria. And we are waiting for tomorrow. Some news from other town of Spain, some news other town in Italy, in other part of France, and so I'm pretty sure that we are going to make a good mark. Everybody together. So thank you all for everything, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.